My protection, and sometimes assassination. The words hung in the air like a death sentence. James, a fourth circle warrior, felt his blood run cold. He was being asked to choose either remain a pawn of the noble houses or become the personal hound of a boy the world called a failure. And Jack whispered to him, "You have just one day," and a predatory smile playing on his lips. And he asked him to make the right choice. Back in the safety of the shadows, Ron was worried. He said that Master, trusting James, is a gamble. He'll run straight to the Marchioness and spill everything. Jack didn't even flinch as Ron massaged his shoulders. "Let him, she'll think I'm a nuisance she can break like a dry twig." Well, let's be real. I faced Harpy Lords, Orc Lords, and Dragon Lords in my time. What's one noble Karen compared to a dragon? Ron froze. He wondered if Jack was losing his mind or he was truly a god walking among men. And Jack said, "I won't die until I want to, Ron. Now stay at the door. I'm forming my second circle." Ron's jaw dropped. The second circle? Most geniuses take months. Jack was planning to do it before dinner. Meanwhile, James was spiraling. He was bitter, beaten, and confused. How was a first circle kid this strong? He thought about running to the family head, Murray, to trade Jack's secrets for a promotion, but something stopped him. Jack had an aura that suggested the plot armor was just luck. But no, it wasn't just luck, it was destiny. While Jack meditated, the atmosphere in the main wing was toxic. The Marchioness, Murray, was busy belittling Elizabeth. To Murray, Elizabeth was nothing but a commoner's bride with a pretty face. And Murray sneered. Slipping her wine, she said, "The sons of House Maron and Asmol are interested in you. Choose one, and don't bother falling in love. The consequences will be fatal." Elizabeth kept her face mask of stone. She knew if she showed any affection for Jack, the Marchioness would move to eliminate him. Little did she know her weak brother was currently shattering the laws of magic. 5 hours, that's all it took. While the average mage sweats for 4 months to reach the second circle, Jack just finished it in a single afternoon. Grumble, second circle complete. But Jack muttered that he was really starving. He was decided it was time to make an appearance. He didn't want the usual steak in his room. He wanted to see the look on their faces. He headed for the grand dining hall. The dining hall was a tomb of silence and heavy tension until the doors slammed open. Jack walked in like a ray of blinding light cutting through a pitch-black room. The Marquess looked up, annoyed. Muriel looked disgusted. Fawn, Jack's brother, began to shake, and Jack asked, "Mind if I join?" And he was sliding into a seat. "I am Valenti after all." He started eating, the only sound in the room being the rhythmic clink was of his silverware. He ignored the glares, focused entirely on food. "It's okay," Jack remarked loudly, "but honestly, Ron's cooking is better." The Marchioness veins looked ready to pop. The respect was astronomical. Jack stood up, wiping his mouth. "Anyway, I'm heading back to the academy tomorrow. Just thought you should know." The Marquess grunted. "Do you do what you want, whatever you want." He thought Jack was just a nuisance leaving the nest. He had no idea he was letting a monster loose on the world. As Jack walked towards the exit, he passed Fawn. The poor boy was already a nervous wreck, terrifying of anything Jack did. Jack felt a flicker of brotherly pity. "You look thirsty, Fawn," Jack said with a smirk. He reached out and tipped out a bottle of wine. The red liquid spilled across the table, slushing near Fawn. It was a simple gesture, but to the traumatized Fawn, it was a trigger. He let out a strangled cry, began to tremble violently, and hit the floor with a heavy thud. The hall erupted. Murray started screaming, her voice shrill with rage, but Jack didn't even look back. He had finished his meal, broken his brother's spirit, and reached the second circle, all before sunset. The real game was just beginning.